in the last few weeks. Again, we are just waiting for the chief to fill us in on exactly what has happened. But at this point, Jaron, that is what we know so far.
Okay, Madison, and we are again standing by to get that update from the West Allis Police Chief about what exactly happened here just about 7 o'clock this morning. Madison, I do think that we still have you with us. This looks like a residential block, and this is obviously a pretty large scene, a large law enforcement scene. Are people being allowed out of their homes and kind of moving about the neighborhood, trying to figure out what's happening here as well? Or can you explain to us what is actually happening right now in that block?
Sure, yeah. So we have seen a few neighbors going in and out of their house and police sort of helping them to get outside of the crime scene tape. Now, we do know that there was a temporary shelter in place, a lockdown this morning in this area. They were telling people to not leave their houses, to lock their doors, but that has been lifted as of this morning. So people are sort of walking about at this point. Now, we did see, you're actually taking an exclusive an exclusive look from News Chopper 12 over the scene right now, but what we have heard from the people that live in this neighborhood, they say it's a fairly safe neighborhood, that things like this don't normally happen. We actually talked with a business owner that just has a business right across the street, and he says that this is a pretty safe neighborhood. It does look like we may have the chief coming up to talk to us here to brief us on exactly what has happened. Again, but those witnesses telling us that they feel this is a really safe neighborhood and they were surprised that this has happened. But as I said, we do see the chief here walking up with Deputy Chief from West Allis Police ready to brief the media. So we are going to take a listen to what he has to say here in just a second. He's getting set up. Let's take a listen here.
Good morning. You guys all set?
Yeah, can we have you come a little bit closer?
How much further?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Chief Patrick Mitchell with the West Allis Police Department. Just giving a quick statement on the events that occurred out here this morning. At approximately 6:36 a.m. this morning, we received a call of a family trouble. Officers arrived on scene fairly quickly and were encountered by an individual, an adult, who was armed with at least one knife. During the encounter with the officers, several officers discharged weapons, and the adult male is deceased on the scene. We have done as we usually do in these events, called in the Milwaukee Area Investigative Team, MATE. Wauwatosa is the lead agency in MATE. They will be here shortly, and they will take over the investigation as is required by state law. So not much more I can tell you, but if you do have a few questions, I'll try and answer what I can.
Was this a domestic violence situation?
It's definitely a domestic issue, and I won't get into whether if violence was committed before the police got here or not.
Has this person had issues in the past? We've heard some witnesses say there may have been a restraining order.
We believe that there is definitely history between the parties at the residence.
And when that person came out, what's the age of the victim here?
The suspect in the incident is approximately 36 years of age.
And you had said that the person had come out, the suspect, the 36-year-old. Tell us what sort of happened. Was there a tussle?
Yeah, and I won't get into the exact details of what occurred. We'll rely upon the Milwaukee Area Investigative Team to get into the weeds on stuff like that. They'll interview all the officers, and that is really all I can get into today.
How many officers fired the weapon?
4 officers total fired.
Have those officers been placed on leave, or?
They will be placed on leave, and there is a 5th officer that used non-lethal force, so we have 5 involved officers.
What kind of non-lethal force is that?
I won't get into the specifics of it at this time.
Was anyone in the residence harmed?
No one other than the suspect. So that's all I have for right now.
Was the non-lethal means used before the lethal means?
I do not know.
Will there be footage released in a certain time period?
Footage will not be released in a certain time period. That'll be up to the Milwaukee Area Investigative Team.
Can you touch on why the weapons were released? Like, was there something that happened? I know you said you couldn't go in if there was a tussle or something like that, but you...
No, and I can't get into much further details. But
Sure.
Thank you for your time. Okay. And we'll send out a press release probably about an hour from now, and then it'll be up to Nate after that. Okay, thank you.
Jaron, as you just heard there, the police chief from West Allis just briefing us on what has happened. He says that there was a 36-year-old man that is now dead from this incident. They say he came out with at least one weapon, as you heard. They believe it was a knife, and then there was some sort of altercation. You heard we questioning the chief about what that altercation was, but he says that four officers, did discharge their weapons in striking this man and killing him. He did say that a fifth officer was involved with discharging a non-lethal weapon. The chief would not